Welcome everyone to ChessWhiz TV episode 116. Today is March 7th, 2015. We're playing in a bullet tournament today. The quote today is, "Popularity is totally overrated." So we're playing in a bullet tournament because it's been the most popular thing that we've done on ChessWhiz TV in recent times. Let me just pull up my YouTuber-y thing that has analytics in it, because for you live viewers, we also have analytics. So let me just go here over to the video manager. This is ChessWhiz TV's internal video manager, and you can see here's the recent episodes that we've broadcast, and here's the number of views that these have. This is really tiny on your screen, I know, but 51, 71, 69, 67, 72, and 93 for episode 110 bullet tournament, and then 70, 50, 70. Ignore that. 60, 94 for the viewership, and then 152 for Atomic Chess. So that gives you an idea of what's popular around here. Tournaments, Atomic Chess, maybe because that was a novelty, or maybe because people love Atomic Chess. And of course, Fight the Viewership's a lot of fun, because then you get to play with people who are real people instead of just internet cyborgs. So anyway, since tournaments are popular, we're going to do that because even though popularity is overrated, it still is pretty strong. So where's the tournament here? Weekly Bullet Arena today, right now, starting in a minute. Join! We actually started early. For those of you watching live, we started like 3-4 minutes earlier than we usually do, because I wanted to get into this tournament before it started. If you guys have watched my bullet tournament broadcast, you notice that it's like, "Hi, welcome to ChessWhiz, go, 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 go." We don't even get to say hello. So I started a couple minutes early so I could actually say hello to you guys. So, hello. Hello to you. And now we actually have a minute to take a deep breath and see if we can win this tournament. So far, we're the highest rated, except for this guy, Morgalenko Zavava. That looks like a difficult player to beat, for sure. And I'm sorry, Zedraz, but we're in a tournament right now, and it's starting in a few seconds. I cannot wait. Let's refresh the page, because I am a chronic F5er when it comes to waiting for things with my web browser. So excited, so excited. Tournament is about to start. I guess we started the show a little bit too early. For those of you just tuning in, sorry you missed the introduction, because it's not even the top of the hour yet, and we've already shown off the YouTube analytics. But for those of you watching the recording on YouTube, that's kind of cool to be able to see the YouTube things. I compared myself to another YouTuber the other day. I was like, well, let's see, am I a very popular YouTuber? Because I have almost 100 views on the average video and over 100 subscribers. So I went and looked at someone who I admire, and he had 400,000 subscribers and 15,000 views per video. I was like, oh, guess not. Okay, we're in the bullet tournament. Let's play the Panna Botvinnik attack. Go, go. This is game 1 against Sub Teacher. Okay, chess moves happening. Bullet tournaments are very fast, so you don't get a lot of time to think. But I'm feeling fresh today. Knight up. Why do I not ever know what I'm doing? .44 seconds. Queen d3. I'm looking at queen d3 here. Threatening checkmate. He goes back that way. I'll come in this way. I'll go take that maybe. Pull back here. 30 seconds per side. He blocks that. I guess I'll double my rooks. Maneuver a little bit. Take that, I guess. This isn't... I don't see what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm getting checkmated. Not a good start. Why can't I play these Panna Botvinnik? So I get this isolated D-pawn game. I've got this D-pawn in the middle of the board, and the board's all frozen up, and I'm just not getting an attack off of it. White is supposed to get a lot of space from that and get an aggressive position. Oh, thanks for resigning, Solal 35. So appreciate. Very wow. That's why your name's Solal. But instead, I just kind of maneuvered my pieces around in circles until the game was over, until I got checkmated. But I wasn't getting an edge. I was actually, ooh, thanks for the pawn. Definitely like this opening. I like to see people's pinned knights thinking that they're not pinned, because they actually are pinned. Very I appreciate that as well. My opponents are so friendly today. Queenside castle is going to make this game kind of spicy. Let's see if I can roll some queenside pawns down. Now this is going to weaken my kingside, but I have to do something. Capture. See, he could take this pawn. That's why I had to move it, because he had the battery. So how am I going to open this up? This way, this seems reasonable. And then both rooks over on this way. Both rooks this way here. Let's just throw a check in to slow him down a little. Might be a good idea. G6 traps the bishop, but very dangerous. Open up the center maybe. Still trying to defend. Whoa. Fortunately, my bishop's covering the corner. Otherwise, oh good. Otherwise, I'd really be in trouble. But with that move, I think I hold. Yep, definitely defended. That attack was not played perfectly, so obviously there was something lacking there. Definitely have to move really quickly now, so that's the reason we've got these kinds of crazy moves going on where people just blunder things. Out of time, MXMS. Good game. That's 2 wins for ChessWiz. Now we need to not ever lose. So the way that you win these tournaments is to never lose. I thought that the way to win the tournaments was to play really fast and win quickly, because there's no like time control in these tournaments where after you finish a round you have to wait for the next guy. Instead, you just play your next game right away. So the more games you win, the more points you get. Quicker means better. But it turns out a winning streak is worth so many more points than anything else that all you really need to do is have a winning streak, and you will do much, much better than anyone who wins quicker but also has a few losses in his streak. Losses in your streak. Bit of an oxymoron there. But it's the truth. So I just have to win. I don't have to win quickly. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I've got a great center here. It really couldn't be better. I think I'll capture. Nah. I won't capture. So tempting to capture with the en passant. Oh, en passant. I can speak that French. Not a lot of French can I speak, but that French I can speak. I'm going to play the same. Okay, now I'll capture. Look at this. Look at this. He's got trouble coming in here right here with his pinned bishop. Trouble is coming in. 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Let's put a 3rd attacker on it. Still 3 attackers. Oh, now there's 2 attackers again. Counted wrong. But I can continue to layer on the pressure. Now it can move. It's hard to attack pieces that can move. I much prefer waiting for them to never be able to move. Now he takes this. Time is running low, so it doesn't matter anymore. Out of time, ALS. Oh, so close. Look at that. He had a win with check right there. I'll have to take with rook, and then the rook comes down checkmate. But that that would require 2 more moves, which he did not have. So win streak continues. I got the little flame here, tied for 1st place. Let's take some careful wins. Fighting Lord Butternoodles. Of course, he's going to be very kind and let me win. He's actually a regular viewer on the show, and he enjoys beating ChessWiz. So really hoping he just has mercy on me this game, because it's definitely been close the last couple of times we've played. It's not an easy win for the Wiz, so it's not an easy win for the Wiz. Therefore, it's not an easy win for the Wiz. I'm looking at winning this pawn for Flea. Nope, not quite going to happen. Maybe castling queenside, because I've got this open file. Definitely would keep things interesting. I'm just going to keep my options open here with the pawn running down here to see how he reacts to that. He reacts that way. I will castle. I'll do this. I'm going queenside. Probably a mistake, but you only live once. Unless you're playing Lord Butternoodles, and you don't really live at all. Let's put some threats down in here on these pieces. That's a nice knight you've got. I have to give it the boot. I have to sacrifice the exchange to break through, so I do that willingly. $18 seconds to 15. It's starting to look very timeful. Oops. Oh, a knight up would have been better. So I thought he had to take with king. Doesn't look like Butternoodles is going to help me out here. He's not going to give me the win. Ah, 0.9, I can't do it. No, no. Okay, so that was a really bad pre-move right there when let's analyze this game. Look at this, I was so smart. Rewind right here. So smart to go pow. And then I thought he had to capture with king, so I just pre-moved queen g5. Not the best move I've made today. In fact, I do believe it was the worst move I made today. 2 rooks against queen, but I got 3 extra pawns. Means that was a pretty good position for me if I hadn't done that. So with the winning streak broken, it's going to be very difficult to finish in the top of this tournament, but it's still possible. You can see there's only one player who really has kept his streak all the way, and that's this guy whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but he's a very, very strong player. His rating being 2131, continuing to rise. E5? Sure. Let's see. Don't give up now. We've got some more chess to play. Bring out these pieces, both sides castling kingside. I'm looking for a center break here. I'm really interested in pawn f5, which is this way, to just kind of expand my center. It's difficult. Okay, maybe here, because I like freezing that pawn right there. Let's take some things, see how that goes. Oh, really? Yes, my pawn f5 plan is happening. Don't mind this. I like the frozen pawn. I think I can win a pawn here. Take. Should I? This position is so good for me, actually, other than the time. Not sure why I doubled up my rooks in that direction, but okay, I'll double them up over here now. 18 seconds. I gotta play a really fast ending here. Ooh, that was not good. Ah, what a funny ending. Look at that. Unfortunately, I'm down a pawn, so there's not much to it. 5 seconds. Come on. And I'm out of time. I could have done a lot better that game. For example, I could have won that game. I don't know if taking those 2 times on d4 was smart. If I wanted to do that, I should have done that a lot earlier and not waited for the... And look at that. The leader of the tournament has taken his loss. So no one has a perfect winning streak now. c5? Sure. So, okay. Let's just close that up in a weird sort of way and just see what kind of game we get. Too slow to check me. Got bishops in the way. Oh boy, that's not even smart. Ah, that was a lack of intelligence on the part of ChessWiz. Can I regain my losses here? Let's break the queen side. I'm going to sink a knight right on d5 here. It's a great place for a knight because it can't be dislodged. Oh, really? Well, it still can't be dislodged. Now it's a bishop and it can't be dislodged. You know what it's going to become? I don't know what it will become, but it's going to be good. Oh, a skewer! Love it. I'm going to wait to see what he does here. So now what's the score? We got 2 pawns down in exchange for the exchange. Let's not get skewered. I'd say he still has the edge. It's a fancy way of saying he's winning. I'm ahead on time though, and that could really come into play. If you rook e1, I take this. Oh, my rook could take his queen. Looking at some back rank stuff. Oh, looking at a back rank checkmate, just took out the tournament leader. He definitely made some blunders there to follow up on my blunders, losing that d-pawn. It was the first big mistake, but he just wiggled his pieces around until I was able to skewer him, and then back rank made him. There was no plan on that chessboard. It was really poor play on both sides, but especially his. He made the blunders while I just kind of didn't do anything. So this is a very similar looking game. The differences are clear, however. I'm not playing c5. I don't think that's that strong. We'll play a symmetrical game, though. Sure, take me. I'm interested in pushing e5. Pushing my backward pawn. Do it. This is something imbalanced, finally, instead of a symmetrical exchange French. Way ahead on time now. Only 38 seconds to 50. So now I'm definitely wanting to push. Oh, what? Free piece? Okay, I can deal with free piece. I checked my user's manual and it said free pieces are okay. 2 free pieces. Let's see if we can do 3. And he resigns. Not okay. Well, that was his name. Not okay. So it would make sense he would do that. Oh, I've got a heater going on, guys. Hold on a moment. No wonder you can't hear me. There, way better. Now the sound quality is going to be 60% improved. Playing French defenses all the time. Lord Butternoodles is back. Hopefully he lets me win this one. Butternoodles, you ruined my last streak. However, I did lose 2 in a row, so it wasn't your fault entirely. Okay, come on. What do you guys think? What do you think I can just win this? No? Yeah, I think I can win it. Looks good. Down a little bit of time, but ahead of pawn. Funny message in chat. Funny message in chat. Happy O saying, I'm glad to see the ChessWiz looks well rested today. That is funny because Happy O became my friend. Big mistake, Happy O. So he was like, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll send a message to him. So he did. He sent me a message. But there was a downside to his message. Namely that it arrived in my time zone rather than his time zone. So in his time zone, he was all great. It's like noon on Saturday. This is fantastic. But for me, well, it was 4 in the morning, so my telephone was like, bzz, you have a message, and it was not a pleasant experience for me. And so he's laughing about that, like, hey, I woke up, ChessWiz. Well, good job. You're one of the first, actually, to contact me from another country on the planet and wake me up in the middle of the night. But you're not the only one. I used to put items on a website called Craigslist. I don't know if you have that in the Boondocks, but Craigslist is like if you want to sell to somebody else. So I'm like, hey, I'm selling my doohickey. And then, of course, they would say, bzzz, in the middle of the night, wake up. So I'm used to that kind of stuff. And of course, I get the message, you know, is your item still for sale? They're not like, what it is. They just call it an item because it's a computer that messaged me in the middle of the night. And then if I reply, they're ready with their scam, right? So they send me their scam. Oh, I'm fighting the tournament leader again. Oh, I hope I win. That's all I need to do is hope. Chess is really a game of hoping. So I'm like, so sometimes I toy with those guys. I know they're going to try to just scam me. I just know it. So I write back and I'm like, sorry, I don't ship to Nigeria. Because, you know, Nigeria, it's like the one place everybody scams you from. So what do you think they reply? Boom is what they reply. Boom in the pawn. My knight is trapped. Help! Help, my knight is trapped. Why did I do that? Trap my own knight. There we go. I got out. No, I didn't get out. And so, of course, they didn't reply. You caught me. Yep, I'm in Nigeria trying to scam you. They wanted to prove that they were not scammers. So they wrote, nope, to Ghana. And I was like, I'm going back to sleep. You can't be serious. Okay, I got another knight for free here. Oh, he moved. Okay. So I should be able to stir up some trouble for this poor fellow. "10 seconds on my clock." It's hard to tell stories while you play bullet chess. But you do what you gotta do. 7 seconds. Ah, I needed that bishop there for my next tactic. Oh, out of time against 1.5. Neither of us moving quite quickly enough, but this guy should have lost to me if it hadn't been for that story about the scammer from Ghana who never scammed me. I would have beat him into the ground. Well, it's the end of my streak again, so that sets me back quite a bit. 5th place now, as you can see, with 16 points. A win is worth 2 points in this tournament, but if you win and you've won 2 games already, then it's worth 4 points. Double the points. Double. It's just double. It's just twice as much. So I really was hoping to not lose that game. I was too slow. Got to be quick. Uh-oh, am I going to get back rank checkmated? I deserve this checkmate for not watching, but if I take that knight, then rook d1 down here would be a checkmate. So I've lost a piece. Not a good thing to do against a bear junior. It's even worse against the grown-up bears. Need to stir up some trouble here for him. It's going to be the saying of the day. Yeah, of course you're going to take all my pieces. Okay, I resign. I resign, Bear Jr. I don't want to play chess with you unless you would please give me some pieces. Okay, Aurora chess. This is going to be way more pleasant. French defense advance exchange. Ooh, no, it's not an exchange. We just exchanged our c pawns, but that has nothing to do with the exchange. Variation. Everything holding together here. Let's play here. So far, so good. Actually, I'll take that, mess up your pawns a little bit. And castle, still safe to castle. I got plenty of knights guarding that queen. Now I'll take the queen, now that I'm not in danger of a fork. So not scared of you. Let's try forking this guy here. There's some good landing squares for that knight. Let's go landing. I think I'll land here. Now is your knight totally trapped? No. But it should feel bad because it's almost trapped. Oh, now somebody's feeling trapped. Okay. I think I can put some pressure on here. That knight has no home. Oh, you lose your knight. Nice. I enjoyed that sequence of moves so fantastically much. I really liked making him move his knight 6 times in a row and then just taking it. Really, really pleasant experience. Would do again. 10 out of 10. Would trap knight again. For sure. I guess I'll chase these pawns down now that I have an extra knight. Oh yeah, rooks love to defend. Defend your pawns with your rooks. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do that. My knight's kind of trapped too. It's in the perfect location. Good thing I don't want to move it. Watch this. Check! Oh yeah. He can do nothing. Now he can do something. Now promote. Queen. This should be enough to checkmate him. This should be good. This should be good. Check. Oh, you stopped me. You're such a good player. Check. Checkmate. Good game, Aurora Chess. Good game. You needed to focus more on bringing everything into the game. Your two rooks were just not participatory, and instead you went dancing with that knight. Not a good plan, but now we're fighting a very strong player, Scope G123, with the rating outside the universe. The universe actually stops at about 2250. So this is going to be an exciting game for sure. Should we close it? Should we capture? I think push. I think just close all this up. You want to take my bad bishop? Be my guest. Knight's really coming around here. What am I supposed to do? Take it. The threats against my pieces are extreme. I'm in survival mode here. Come on. Oh, that's not going to work too well. Let's throw this move in. Maybe it'll help. What's going to take me? Queen or a pawn? A pawn. I'm not even worried about you. Hi-ya! Knights on the rim. That's how to win. Is that the saying? Something like that. Insanely fast. What is your reaction time, Whiz? Asks Marikiv. I don't know. How do you measure one's reaction time? How doth one measure it? So I've got a problem. For being insanely fast, I have 3 times less time than him, and I've got a knight against his bishop. Don't you think if I were fast, I would have a bishop? Because a knight is clearly inferior, and I get to give up on this game. Knight against bishop, down a pawn. Maybe I didn't need to give up. It just felt really bad. Also, I had 7 seconds. I wasn't even going to finish that chess game in the allotted time. That was my problem. Don't ask me questions. It distracts me from the important game of chess in front of me. I have 30 seconds to make my first move. That I can manage, you know. I can't always move on his turn. Actually, I can. E6. It's a safe move. You guys may have noticed me playing e6 every game so far today. That's because it's a very it's a versatile move. You can play it against nearly anything. I mean, f4, e6, e4, e6, d4, e6, even c4, e6 is not the losing move of chess. So I like it. Also, I'm comfortable in the French defense because I've played a couple of 1,000 games of French defense on this website. By the way, guys, here's my profile on this website. You can see I played 8,925 of them. 8,924 of them were the French defense. So that's a lot of French defense. Fighting the Zug Addict himself. This Zug guy here has got his own stream. You should definitely check him out. It's a very popular one. If you don't know about it, you can follow him on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ZugAddict. It's spelled just like, thanks for the bishop. Thanks a lot. Spelled just like that, same as his username. I don't know why he gave me that bishop. Maybe he wants to be friendly to ChessWhiz today. I don't mind if you want to be friendly, but usually friendly people don't even give bishops. They're like, here's a pawn. I'm friendly, you know? Pawn at most. I'll just take things because I'm ahead. I haven't made the most of my position, but being ahead of bishop is so advantageous that I don't really have to even be smart. I just have to move around. Let's use this knight. Look at those knight outposts. That's what you get when you get 2 knights and against 1 bishop. It's not really fair, but that's what you get. Zug's trying to run me out of time with his maneuvering. Now it's looking good for ChessWiz. Now it's looking really good. Promotion. Checkmate to you, Zug Addict. And if it hadn't been for that bishop, it would have been quite a different game. But really, really appreciate that. I should probably write you a thank you note. And not email. I mean, like, write you a thank you note with one of those old-fashioned things that leak ink onto wood. That's what I'm talking about. I really just appreciate that, Bishop. That was really kind of you. I think I'm gonna stop talking about it now. That's what I'm gonna do. But if you actually meant to blunder that bishop, then I don't even care. I'm not even thankful. But if you gave it to me, that's I'm not talking about. Never mind. Interesting chess game here. Interesting chess game. Very interesting. Very chess. You can have all the center pawns. Well, if I push, you won't have all of them. I have a pawn, and it's in the center. I really want to blockade that center. I really do. But I also want to just crack it. So what can I do here? It's too strong of a center. So this is a much different center now. Now that the d pawn is gone, I can tolerate this. It's tough. It's still tough for me because he's got an active bishop. My rook, my knight's just defending. This is tough. This 1500 has got the hang of this game. I'm gonna double up and back rank checkmate him here. Don't tell him. Check and checkmate. That's the downside of being 1500. You can play really smart and gain a pawn and then checkmate. If you get that rating up, you're going to be able to defend against those. So that's what I recommend. Improve your rating and you'll be a better player. That was close. So I'm the only one with the flame here on this list. 26, except for the top two people. Some flames in there. So number 7, at least I'm ahead of number 10. Lord Butternoodles, that feels good to be ahead of him. There's a lot of people in this tournament. Baron's giving me the win for those of you guys, the old timers from ChessWiz TV. You know, ChessWiz TV's been around a while. This is episode 116, and you can count on Barnes. He's always going to give you a free win. I can't believe he hasn't been perma-banned by Thibaut yet, because he consistently, whoops, there goes a pawn. There, oh, maybe I can protect it this way. Oh, I'm going to assume he meant to do that. And the opening is recovered with an extra piece. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I really appreciate that piece. Not going to talk about that any further. Is this safe? I think I'll block because castling's really important here with both kings on an open file. Ooh, opposite side castling, getting spicy. What can we play here? A pretty good looking skewer is available. Guess I should probably skewer him. Yeah, I'll start with that. Pick up some material, just in case I don't checkmate him. Ooh. More material than I expected. Very pleasant. Wow. This last 10 minutes or so have just been extremely pleasant games of chess. Free material, left, right, up, down, sideways, A, B, start, select. Been very nice. Now let's checkmate. You take that knight. Let's pre-move this move. You're going to take that knight? How stupid. Stupid. It's a lacking of intelligence. I wanted to check you. Okay. Still winning. I just have to be smart. Oh, resign. That's one way to be smart. Just let your opponent resign. Zog Addict says, good game, ChessWiz in the chat, but I always read that as Clan Wars because it's CW, and I'm not used to being CW. It's just still weird for me. So CW to me stands for Clan Wars. It's like, oh, Clan Wars is in the room. Really? Who's that? Well, it's ChessWiz, so I'll get used to it. Interesting Slav defense here with the bishop on the outside of the pawn chain. pleasant game. I got a good looking 94. I guess I'll play it. I wonder if he'll push there. That's interesting. Pawns are really clogging up the board. No pawns have been captured yet. Yeah. Yeah, that's what actually all I have to say right now is yeah. Still clogging, still bored. Queenside! Okay, let's tear this thing open over there. Hold still now. Oh, am I trapped? No, I'm forking. Nope, that's not working. Nope, no, 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 no. I guess knight over there, and then that would be trapped. So I should feel good that I was trapped anyway. Let's checkmate him. I don't need knights. I don't need both knights. This is a race to checkmate, guys. I'm going to the side to stop the h-pawn advance because that's how he wants to open this center. I think maybe push. Oh, clever defense, but what about this check? Oh, that's really strong. Strong. Oh, time. Time. Guess I just have to promote this. Oh! That worked well. Look at those pre-moves. Like a pro. And now who's running out of time? And Jacob Smetana runs out of time. Even though it's 15 seconds to 5, now it's 0 seconds to 4. That's one of ChessWiz's pre-move demonstrations. Definitely enjoyed winning on time in that position. It was a tough position for me. It's really hard to make those moves in 7 seconds. The thing was he was playing a little slow, and that's actually how I was able to keep up. Pre-moves are easiest if your opponent is a little slow, so it gives you time to get your pre-move ready. So it was really my opponent letting me look so awesome there. That wasn't me being awesome. That was just him allowing me to look awesome. So once again, definitely full of appreciation today for the awesome looks. Okay. On to the next game. We got the Flame up to 4th place, 38, win one more. We're in 3rd place, even ahead of Subteacher if we can just win one more game. So keep it calm here. No need to be crazy. Develop that bishop. It's never going to get out. I saw that. That's my plan. This is my plan here. I can take that for free because I got this defender. Thank you for the piece. Yes. Ah, yes, this game is looking good as well. Trade. Free bishop. Oh, that's a pawn. Whatever. Free thing. Slide back over here. Pick this guy up. Pick it up. Bring my king to the center. Oh, keep that pawn. 26 seconds on clock. There is no way to lose this game. Another win for the Wiz. Look at that. 15 minutes left in the tournament. I'm definitely poised to finish in the top 3. Quite an accomplishment these days because the tournament's been getting pretty difficult. Okay, let's defend that again. It's getting tough to actually win these tournaments because so many good players join them. You're being a little weird here giving me pawns. Get your rook behind passed pawns is the rule, which I will now obey. I don't mind trapping him right there. Maneuvering around here and whoa. You gonna do that? Oh, checkmate right in the face. Good game, good game. I was actually really worried that you would take this pawn at some moment when I was pre-moving. So I was trying not to pre-move because if I, was like rook a3 for sure, rook h3, it's on the other side of the board. Rook h3, I'm moving there, and then he takes my pawn, then I've wasted my pawn totally for not totally. And then my next move, of course, he's going to take the bishop. So he could pick up the pawn and bishop by pre-moving when I'm pre-moving, you know what I mean? So it was very delicate. So I was getting worried about that. Really glad he didn't try that. It would have been the right thing for him to try, is that capture at some point when he thinks I'm not going to recapture because I'm trying some other move really, really fast. This is an interesting structure. We're fighting at 2,400. My bullet rating has just been booming this tournament thanks to all the wins. I went to 1933. That's not booming. What am I talking about? It needs to be 2,200. That's another mouse slip. I think the guy meant to castle. Not going to complain, though. Maybe he did want king f8. Maybe he's like, if I play king f8, he'll move his knight twice and go nowhere fast. It'll work. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what anybody's doing. Take my good bishop. Oh, you definitely got an edge. That's an advantage. Yeah, you got some great positions here for some of your pieces. After king g7, the castling is no problem. Wow. Look at these minor pieces. Bishop d3 might as well be a pawn. The knight a2 might as well not even be on the board. I can't even move my f-pawn. What a horrible outcome. Oh! Yeah, I'm going to resign this. Because I've got better games to lose than that. Good game. Whew. Fighting Barons. Let's see what he does. Let's see. Mystery game. Oh, it's over. Never mind. Yeah. If you saw the game about 15 minutes ago against Barons, you would not have been surprised by that miniature of a game. Up in third place still, Morgan Morgale. Fighting him for the third time. This is a key game right here, because if he wins, he jumps ahead to 45 points. And if I win, I knock off his streak like that. So I'm really aiming for the win as usual, but especially right here. Especially, I've got to take this win. C4 after an exchange French. I'm going to take with queen, give him that isolated pawn. Queen d8's okay with me. Now just pile up on that square, I think, to prevent d5. Here, I guess. My knight's going to play... He's going to play d5, isn't he? He's going to play d5 right now. Don't do it. I don't want you to ever play d5. Pulling back for a trade. I like that a lot more. Now I can hold d5. That's the key square. Guess I'll play this, so you don't double up my pawns real bad. Okay. Now I sink a knight into d5. This is my whole plan, the whole game after I captured queen d5 was to do this exactly. Oh no, my h-pawn. That's not good at all. Can't do anything to him. I looked at a couple of opportunities and didn't take them. Back into the pin. Doesn't feel pleasant. Yeah, this guy's not going to give up his... Oh, pawn! Should take pawn. No, it's too late. Guess I should have taken that. Oh, he's running low on time, though. That's the one weakness of this player. He really lows himself down. He lows his time down with his time lowerer. So let's just keep attacking that queen back and forth, and then let's flag him. Man, this is so fun. Oh, your queen's under attack. That's interesting. Oh, your queen's under... Oh, your queen's under attack. Now I'm going to take down here. And out of time, man. You're so out of time. Oh, out of time. There's another win, taking him out. Oh, yeah. Good results this tournament. 10 minutes left, and ChessWhiz in third place. Way, way, way behind the top two players. 46 versus 60 versus 88. Scop G123 really showing us how it's done. But behind him, a lot of close wolves on his tail. Just 4 points behind Subteacher, 5 points behind. We got Vin with the streak coming in. It's going to be really difficult in these last 10 minutes, 9 minutes, trying to keep the win. Here's Vin himself. If I can take this win, it'll really cement my lead against him. If I lose, I break my streak. He jumps ahead 4 points. This could definitely be the loss of third place if I lose this game. Castle. Back. Lucky one. H3. Knight up. So far, this is okay. I'm not real familiar with these lines. I didn't mean to play the Ruy Lopez. Let's stop the knight a little bit. Push there, maybe. Spicy game, difficult to navigate. $17. I've spent a lot of time trying not to lose anything this game. And so as a result, I've really used up my time. Maybe I'll sacrifice on h6. Now that would be stupid. I guess I won't. This bishop's so bad. Oh, there's my knight. Now it's not hanging. Great. Oh, so low on time. And there's checkmate. Oh, it's so difficult when you're low on time. My moves are definitely degrading. I'm interested in that. You know, I really need to get back to that tournament so I can pick up enough points to win, but I think I'm fine here. But really, in this position, I didn't know where to put my bishop. Bishop d2, bishop e3, bishop f4. I went with f4. And then after, I'm like, a great position, but I just didn't know what to do. So if anyone in chat has suggestions on that game, let me know, because I'm just at a loss. I don't really play Ruy Lopez, and I wasn't able to hold my beautiful center together. It became ugly. d5 anyway? Want to play this weird thing? Sure. We're playing Matsisi. Vin jumped ahead with his streak, as we suspected, but the game's not over. And by game, I mean tournament. Tournament's not over. You going queenside? I can't believe you're going to castle queenside. Can't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not castling queenside. You're castling queenside. All right. Then I'm destroying you with this pawn. This, whoa, one pawn. Yikes. Knight g8, holding. Let's trade some stuff. Let's just give away some stuff, you know. Open this up a little bit. Can't believe it's not butter. What do I do? Didn't work. What do I play? Oh, here, and I still lose. Wow, what an attack, Matsisi. What an attack. You really showed how to focus. Guys, when you castle on opposite sides of the board like this, my king to the king side, his king to the queen side, you've got to attack his king. And my opponent really showed how to ignore instead of defend, because I was really putting the pressure on me with my pawn rolling and all that, and he made the minimum number of moves on the queen side in order to maximize the number of moves on the king side. It was really clever, of course, to take this pawn in the first place. My pawn here died a valiant death. Didn't really participate in the game. It was a mistake for me to play h6, g5 and open up my own king like that in the opening. And he was able to capitalize on that later in the game. But that notwithstanding, he did a great job ignoring my queenside attack and putting all his effort on striking the king side. That was very well played by my opponent. And also I lost, so it's easy to say. We're now playing a center counter. Where I have apparently a free piece. Or not. What? Do I have a free piece? Yeah, I got a free piece. Great sequence. I have now a free piece. Oh, nice move. Good thing I have this. Just in time getting the queenside castling in there by hand. Our question chat for the birds opening. This is a nice queen for me. Thank you. Keep that rook pinned so nothing bad happens to me. Free move there. That's how funny. If he kicks my rook, then he's repinned, and he can't do anything. I think it's funny. I wish I could just win this game instead of getting pawn forked, but I'm ahead so much. I just have to neutralize this pressure here. Nope, I think I'd rather not get my queen pinned to my king. That would neutralize a little bit too much. I've got such an advantage. This guy just needs to hurry up and lose already. Lose the game already. 14, 14, 14. Ooh, out of time. That's good. That's good. It's a good way to lose. So how are we looking? Drop to 5th place. You just got to take these wins. We're fighting a difficult game against Addis, 21-49. We're in 5th place right now. Sub-teacher jumped ahead. Vin way ahead. That was a key game against Vin, like I said. I just didn't win it. So now, not going to finish in 3rd, most likely. Still possible, but with only 1 minute 40 seconds, it's about as likely as an asteroid striking you right now. In other words, not very likely. Let's see if I can win this pawn back. That seems a little more like, oh, you stopped me from stopping you from defending. Disappointed I lost that pawn. I still have my eye on it. I'm going to find a way to win it. It's not over yet, pawn. Coming for you. There was a request to play the bird's opening. Unfortunately, that looks, I might not be able to play that. So the tournament's about to end. Okay, I got you, pawn. I got you. I got you. Nice try, pawn. You're out of here. Now I like this position. Strange one. What? Correct me if I'm wrong, but now I'm ahead of pawn in a beautiful position. This guy made some mistakes fixing up his queen side. Oh, that definitely hurts my center. Bishop here, I guess. I want to stop e4 at all costs. Don't play e4. Because if that pawn advances, it's very difficult to prevent from advancing further. It's a protected passed pawn, but if I can just hold it back, oh, thank you. 8 seconds remain against his 1, so this is a time game. Good game. Addis took the win. The tournament is over. That was a nice final finish with a win. However, 5th place was the final score. Very, very competitive tournament. I did finish ahead of Morgane I'm not even going to try. There's so many consonants in there, so many vowels, so many syllables. Not even going to try. But his rating, as you see, 21-22, and I beat him over and over and over. So it was really, see all these zeros in here? Those are his games against me. So it's no wonder I finished ahead. But Skop really showing how it's done. Look at this win streak. Some of them were 5s, which means he took half the time. He actually, beginning of the game, he clicks this button that's like, okay, I only need 30 seconds to win this. Probably when he plays someone like me. And then he gets all those points. It's amazing. 108 points in one tournament. Congratulations. Congrats to Skop T for the mind-blowing, mind-blowing results. I can't even type, so I'll just reverse those consonants. Wow, let's look for people down here. Flying Queen, regular viewer in 8th place. The viewers of the channel actually joined the tournament. There's Lord Butternoodles in 11th. And so those guys are really close together, 34 and 33. Nice try, Lord Butternoodles. Next time you need to defeat Flying Queen. There's Barons with all his zeros. Did he just join the tournament so he could give wins to me? I am not sure. But even with all those losses, he's still right behind those guys with 22 points. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, Barons. I'm amazed by you. And anything else of note here? A lot of players. Varapsak's always on my screen, so it's notable that he got 4 games played and won 1 of 4. Definitely noticing that, Varapsak. Maybe next game you can go for 5 next tournament. 5 games played. Zagatic just joined the tournament so he could give me a bishop. That was definitely dubious behavior. Good result, good result. So I'm going to do a little bit of bonus time here for 2 reasons. The first is I got a request in chat to play the Birds opening, and I didn't honor that request. I really want to honor you guys with honoring that request. So I'm going to play a game with the Birds opening. The second reason is Ace Move, is that his name? Yes. Ace Move made a motion to support ChessWhiz TV. He donated his real life sweat and blood and tears to supporting ChessWhiz TV. So I want to give him this extra game just to you know, show him that I really care about him. So this game is dedicated to Ace Move and the Birds opening at the same time. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you get the pun there. So it's going to be a little bit slower than the bullet tournament because we could take a little extra time for this. And it's going to be actually against a friend. Now, the fastest friend is the one we're going to play against here. I have to take white so we can play the birds. It's going to be thrown straight into the chat. So here's the chat right next to Pandora Radio. Whoever clicks that link is going to get to play the birds opening against me, or really is going to get the birds opening played against them. So the fastest mouse is going to jump in here and play the game in honor of Ace Move. And it's GM Varapsak who managed to play 4 games in that tournament before dropping out. So hopefully he can do better in this game. It is the birds. Are we going to play Fromm's Gambit? So we could transpose here to the King's Gambit with E4, which is something I'm familiar with. I really like playing the King's Gambit, so I'm tempted to, but it's not very birds-like. It's more like a double king pawn. So we're going to capture and go toward Fromm's Gambit, which is way more spicy. This is going to give Ace Move a game that he will not easily forget. So black gives up a pawn in exchange for an overwhelming attack. So let's see if Varapsak can capitalize on this. Wow, his name really is Varapsak. I keep getting embarrassed when I say that out loud. So g5, g4 is the plan. Knight kicks, queen, h4, pawn block, bishop takes. But I can't recapture with pawn. He wins my rook. Oh, it's deadly. What can I even do to protect myself against this vivacious attack? I guess h3. I don't actually know the Fromm's Gambit, especially not from the white side where you have to play very precisely in order to still lose. It's very difficult. Oh, that was not very precise. Ouch, ouch. So much for Ace Move's game. What is it, 4 moves long? Man, I can't stop laughing. I guess that's checkmate in the face. Oh, computer, what did you recommend? It's not even, let's get some analysis in here. It should take like half a second to analyze these moves. Well, computer, were there any ways white could have played better to like delay that move till, like delay the checkmate? Like maybe 6 moves in would have been a lot better to get checkmated? Man, apparently you should not get checkmated this way. So as I was saying, Fromm's Gambit is difficult to defend again. So the best move was g3. g3 is the way to defend that. Hi, Zadrez. Hi, Zadrez. Well, I realized that was a really, really anticlimactic Fromm's Gambit, but we did fulfill both requirements, which was game in honor of Ace Move and a game that was the birds opening. You know, the fact that it was only 5 moves long was not part of the deal. 5 moves is a chess game on ChessWhiz TV. So, sorry for you disappointed, but that was a really short game. Okay, I'll do another one. Okay, I'll play another game. I'm going to play against the tournament leader here. He wants his rematch, so we're going to join this game. It's, oops, we can't have that. We got to rematch the rematch because I need to have the white pieces. So, because I'm going to do this, I'm going to do the same thing, only better. We're going to play another Fromm's Gambit, maybe. We're going to play another f4, and this game is also in honor of Ace Move. He deserves a game that lasts longer than 5 moves. So let's play a real game of chess here and see how it goes. This is a 1-minute game, bullet game, against the guy I kept crushing in the tournament who was higher rated, but you can see his rating really sagged in that tournament down to 1919. So maybe he didn't deserve that 2100 rating after all. So let's see. I'm pretty comfortable with these kinds of games because I play as black the Nimzo and Queen's Indian openings, and you get the same queenside bishop fianchetto as you do in those games. So I'm pretty happy with my position here. This is interesting. Should I take? I'm interested in pushing. I'm actually going to push. I don't think push is right, but that doesn't mean I can't play it because I like the e4 square for my knight. See, this is weird. Putting your pawns like this is pretty weird. Leave some holes in your position. d4 can't be covered by a pawn. e4, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I can play weird things. I mean, the end result here is just a bunch of trades where I can control center with rook way faster than he can because he's got to get his queen out of the way. See how much faster this is? Much faster. And now I guess I'll just double up here quicker than he can even do anything. He is not claiming this file. I'm really surprised by that. Knight back. Is there any... Where do I want my knight? Okay, I want my knight on d6. You see that? In a couple of moves, I could get it on d6 here. A lot of moves. What am I doing? It's going to take me forever to get to d6. Forever. And now it's going to trade. This is dumb. I didn't play that right. But we're almost out of time on the clock. So let's just win this ending with the protected passed pawn. Look at this. Classic protected passed pawn win. You would think, oh, it's a draw because there's the same number of pawns, but no. This is a win for white for two reasons. Not only does he have 4 seconds left to finish the entire game of chess, but also this pawn up here is a beast. A total beast. And watch how it just crushes him. He can't defend. Oh, it's your turn. Too bad you have to move your king and I get a pawn for free and another pawn for free. Yeah, this is really tough. The pawn that is not stopped by any pawns anywhere ahead of it, whoops, that's not a rectangle, is a very powerful pawn called a passed pawn. And when it's protected by another pawn specifically, I don't mean by a bishop, I mean a pawn. That's called a protected passed pawn. Very, very deadly, deadly structure. So go get protected passed pawns in your own games. That's enough overtime. Really, really enjoyed those last two games, especially the mate in 5 from the starting position, but also that protected passed pawn ending. Just loved it. So by the way, guys, if you're just tuning in or don't really know what you're watching, this is ChessWhiz TV. We broadcast twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays at 4 p.m. GMT. But we're about to have daylight savings. Don't forget tomorrow for all you daylight savings people. Tomorrow is daylight savings, which means you're going to rewind your clocks. I mean, fast forward your clocks by 1 hour. So we're going to go to 3 p.m. GMT. But that does not mean anything for you daylight savings people. I live in a daylight savings time zone, so that's going to stay the same time. For me, I'm on the Pacific coast of the United States. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's 8 o'clock whether or not it's before or after daylight savings. So if you also honor daylight savings, then you don't need to change when you watch ChessWhiz TV. But if you don't honor it, then it is going back an hour. So mind blown. Anyway, it's going from 4 p.m. to 3 p.m. GMT. Hope you caught that. If you didn't, ask someone you love. He'll explain it for you. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.